organizing video, putting some PCs away and just trying to redo some of my binders. I don't have that much to put away, as you can see. I just have this right here and a few things here, but I want to do it today and get it out the way because I still have a lot of other things coming in and I just don't want it to pile up. And hopefully this video will not be that long, but I do want to change some things in my binder. I have decided to downsize a little bit, not that much in some areas, and increase in other things. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. So we're gonna start with my Union binder because I don't really have, I just have two things to put away, but I do wanna redo this. I'm sorry for the lighting because I'm doing this at night, so it's not natural light. So the big flash that you see is because I'm literally sitting under a ceiling light, a chandelier. So I've been making some good progress with his PCs. So let's see, so this is freeze. So I've been, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. I've been trying to like get a little bit better with how it works. And as you can see, the little stickers, everything they have, I did little templates, which I usually never do. The lighting is horrible. But, so I decided to really focus on Yoonjun's collection, but also be a little bit more realistic with his collection than how I was with my BTS collection. So if you can see, I've already made templates for the things that I want to collect. I know there's like a bunch of PCs, but these are the things that I want to collect. The little sticker, the little washi tape next to it just means that I have already secured it and it's on its way. The only one I'm missing to complete for where I want to be complete with freeze, it's just the MTU. I think I'm gonna get the clear ones. I'm not really a fond of transparent PCs, but I really like that one better than the other one. So who knows? I haven't really like looked, but we'll see. And the same thing for Fighter Escape. I have secured Fight Together and Escape Together finally. So I'm just going to, just so I won't forget and end up thinking that I don't have it, I'm just gonna put a little sticker so I know that I have secured it. So for album PCs, I will only be missing the Escape. I do have a Bangnu, but I don't know, maybe I'll put it up for trade. If not, then I'll just have to buy his PC. And then this is the extra stuff. I'm having a lot of trouble with this one. All the ones that secured. I cannot find his Aladdin and the, what are these? I don't know how to pronounce that word, if you can see it. I'm trying to secure 1 and 2 for that. But it's having trouble. So if I secure these 3, then I'll be done with Fighter Escape and then his Escape card and I'll be done. And then we get to the Japanese comebacks, which I have been doing. So this is still Dreaming. I did secure all 4 of them. I just haven't put a sticker on it because I don't want to. But then this is Chaotic Wonderland. So this is where we're working on now. If you watched the video that I did earlier today, this is actually as it's being filmed. This was filmed right after I did that little quick unboxing. I did not pull Yoonjun for anything, of course, because biases don't like me. But I kind of figured that, so I had started already like purchasing some of them because, you know, that's what I do. So I did do his 2 units for the standard edition. I did get the Weverse Japan pre-order, I think the Weverse Japan PC and then the Universal Music PC. And I have secured both lucky draws. So let me just add that. I will say that it has been so much fun collecting Yoonjun. It's a little more less stressful than collecting BTS. That doesn't mean I don't love collecting BTS. I still do. I just do it at a more moderate pace. And I have decided to, well, when we get to that, them binders, I'll let you know that. But I've decided to like slowly just focus on more current things and not try to go towards the past back collect. Even though I did a good portion of back collecting, but I wanted to do this. So the only thing I'm missing is his limited A and then the limit to be the 2 units for that. I usually don't collect units, but I love how it'll fit a 9 pocket page, so we'll go with that. And then we'll get to miscellaneous stuff, which is like fan lives and all that. So this was a Shine by Together. I'm sorry if I don't know everything. These I'm gonna take off the back because I think I'm gonna make a miscellaneous. This is for his birthday. No, this is the Act Boy fan lines. I'm only missing 1, so I have 9 out of the 10. I'll see if I'll go for the 10. If not, I don't know, because it's only an 8 pocket, which I don't know why they did 10 pockets. I don't know. 10 PCs. And then this is his birthday PC. So I think I'm gonna do another one for these. This is a bandana, and I think the bag, because I also have his Hybe ones, PCs. So I think I'm just gonna like put these on an 8 pocket. Let me get an 8 pocket. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'm so sorry for the lighting if you cannot see this big light that's here, but it is. So I think I'm gonna do, did this come before this? No, this had to come before this. So I think I'm just gonna do this like this, right? And then this like this, or should I do it right next to each other? I don't know. So we'll do it like this. I'm sorry if I have to keep lifting it because the light and you can't see anything. So I think I'm gonna do it like this for right now to see if I want to get any other miscellaneous things. I think I do have like something else coming, but as far as I know, that's about it. So as of right now, we're done with this until I do have some more stuff, but I'm almost complete with this stuff. I have a lot of things coming in my next haul. And I'm gonna eventually get a picture so I can put here so he doesn't have to have a blank one. But let's move on to my BTS binders. Okay, so this is my OT7 binder. So as I was saying earlier, I have decided to slowly downsize, and it's not a big downsize. It's probably a downsize that may not even be of significance to some, because it's really not a big, like I said, it's really not a big thing. I wonder if I can like prop this up on something. It's really not a big downsizing, but I've watched a lot of videos with people who downsize, and I think downsizing is just based on whatever you believe it to be. So whatever that is, whether that is you collecting more than one member and you just want to downsize to one member, or certain things that you just no longer want to collect. So I wanted to do that because BTS was getting a little bit stressful to collect. Not that it was enough to where I'm not collecting anymore, but it was just, I spent so much time trying to back collect that I was losing happiness of the pieces that I had. So what I did was I did a little, and it took me forever to decide what I wanted to downsize. But a friend on Instagram, we talked, and she had a method, and I tried it, and it really does work. And this will help anyone, no matter who you collect, or even if you want to downsize a collection. So what she did, what she told me to do, what she did, she didn't tell me, but what she did and I did was, anything that you feel like you want to like remove, but you don't know if you're gonna remove, take it out of your binder. Just take it out your binder, and then wait a while, and then flip through the binder. And if you don't realize that it's gone, then that means it's okay for it to let it go. And I did that. So I did remove some things from the binder, from all my binders, that I didn't know. I felt a little like, did I get it because I really liked it, or did I get it because I felt like I needed to have it in the binder? And that's what I did for this binder, mostly because I use, as most people know, if you've been following me on Instagram, I do collect V-Men mostly, but I do have a OT7 binder. So as you can see, she's big, and this is just one binder. But this downsized a little bit. This is one binder, but they have 2 binders. And I really started to think that maybe I should, not collect as much as I think I want to collect, but I could still still represent them without having to collect everything. So I just started to say, like, you know, there's certain things that I don't want to collect, that I know I'm going to collect, but I don't need to collect every member of it just to have it. So I have I think a good enough size to say that I love PCs. And you don't need PCs to do that either, just so you know. You don't need to collect PCs to do that. But let me get to where I was at. Okay, so for butter, we are finally finishing OT7 for butter. I have gotten the last two pieces I needed, both peaches. I have Hobie's peaches and JK's peaches. So we are finally done with this era. And I will remove this sticker, if you can see, because of the glare. And we are finally done with butter. Oh, look at that. It is so beautiful to see it complete. I think butter is what actually made me want to downsize, to be honest. Isn't this adorable? We're done with butter. Because with B was different. It was a different type of OT7 because we got like the 7 PCs for the Essential and Deluxe. And I only bought 2 copies, so I only have 2 copies of B Deluxe and 2 copies of B Essential. And then, you know, I just purchased for this set, I just purchased the PCs that I wanted. But for like the pre-order benefits, I only focused on B and Gem. For butter, I don't know what the hell happened. I just went stupid. I went ape shit, and I ended up, at the end of the day, technically having, if we count the albums that I technically did for Lucky Draws, but I just got the inclusion and not the albums. Total, I had technically 17 albums. 11 of them I have here. I have on my shelves. But 11 PCs, 11 albums. So you think about it, that's over $200 for PCs. Now, why did I get 11 albums? I have no idea. It technically was because, you know, I read it wrong and I ended up getting more than I wanted to collect. And then that's when I realized that, you know, I didn't want to do that. I'm not saying that I don't love butter, not saying that I regret it, but it was like I have 11 albums on my shelf. I did not need 11 albums. I did not. You know, I had said I was only going to get the peaches and the cream version, and here we are, 11 albums deep. But these pieces are beautiful. But I did finish. But that's when it took me to realize that, you know, I want to try to, you know, reserve and be more wise what I collect. But I am happy for it. So that was it for butter. So there are some things in here that I have removed. And I had removed it. It's been gone for, I'd say, a week or 2. And then when I flip through it, because I usually try to flip through my binders at least twice a week. Except for like if work is really shitty, then sometimes I get to it. But I try to go through it. And there was things that I took out that it was like, I didn't even realize it was gone. So, but there's a few things that I took out. But I still have more than enough, and everything else I love. So everything else I do want to keep in here. So I'm not going to downsize that. So let's see, the next thing would be, if I'm right, it should be Permission to Dance, if I'm right. So this was also one of the decisions that I made. I had made things because I was going to collect OT7 for Permission to Dance and Chuseok. And I'm going to tell you right now that that is not going to happen. Oh, actually, no, this is Chuseok. So I think I put Chuseok behind here. I don't know why, but I think I did. Because Chuseok is miscellaneous. So all these are going to leave. So all these that I said one for each member, they're all gone. But I've decided, and I'm not gonna collect Chuseoks. Well, actually, I didn't decide. I think the PC decided for me, in a way. With I bought 8 packs, and if you watch my thing, I got so many dupes, and it seems like a lot of people didn't buy a lot of PCs, or a lot of people got the same PCs. So it was a little bit frustrating. And if I had to collect OT7, I would have loved to have collected OT7 for that. But it was just too stressful. So to make it easier for everyone, I decided that I'm going to collect a selfie. So what I decided is I'm gonna collect, it came with 2 special cards, which were technically selfie cards. So what I've decided to do is I am going to collect a selfie from each member and then work from there. So these are gonna be only 5 because the 2 that I pulled for Jimin, I'm not gonna like try to get Jimin or B's all over again because I'm having a hard time trying to find one of these selfies anyway. So we're just gonna do the 5 members. So we're just gonna do RM, Jin, Sugar, Hobie, and JK here. So then I can just have it. Actually, I wanna put this on the 6 pocket because it'll probably look a lot better. So let me get 6 pocket. So I think it will look better with the 6 pocket. We'll see how it looks. So RM Sugar. So I'm gonna write these down only because I have secured some of them. So out of the pieces that I pulled, I wanted to pick one of the selfies. So the selfies that I liked of each member. These 2 I did pull. I did pull Hobie's entire both PCs, and if I'm right, I think I pulled both of JK's PCs. But I have traded one of his PCs. But I do like this one, so I think we're gonna do it this way. And this will work out good because I can still represent them. Even though I can't collect OT7 for them, I think I'm gonna do it that way. And then I'll just have Jen. So we'll have June, Jen, and Yoongi. There we go. And I'm just gonna use these as fillers. I've been trying to do fillers a little bit more better because it'll help me. It'll help me remember like what I have, and so I won't have empty spots. So we'll put Sugar here. We'll put Jen in RM. So I was able to find Jen's and RMs. Now I did pull an RM selfie. Like technically I pulled at least one of the member selfie. The only one of the member selfies I did pull for each person, I think. I don't think I pulled any of Sugar's selfies special cards, but I did pull Jen RMs. But the ones that I wanted the other ones, so we'll do it like that. So now I'll have each member, and technically I have secured, let me just put my little sticky, I have secured Jen's, and I have secured Nam Jones. So Yoongi is the only one I have not secured. I'm looking for one of his, so we'll do it like that. And then eventually I'll just make a filler or something to fill this out. But I feel like that'll help me a little bit, be a little bit more happier that I wasn't able to complete all OT7 for this because it was just too much, and I just had shitty pulls. And like I said, I think it was because I ordered two of the 4 packs under the same account, so you're gonna get dupes. But enough about that. So I'm happy with this. So let's get to the concert section. So I want to put this somewhere. Maybe I should have. So this was the House of BTS pop-up shop. I got this in my lucky box, and I'm very happy I did. Actually, does it fit? I don't know if it's a PVC, but I want to put these somewhere. So these are all concerts, so maybe I should put these in the front. Hold on. Did I have anywhere to put it in the front? I feel like I didn't have anywhere to put it in the front. I don't think I have anywhere. I have to find somewhere to put this. Because I really do like this, but I don't want to put it behind it because I want it to be seen. So maybe if I can put it in the front. Will that look stupid? This is Army membership, so maybe I'll put it like this. Will that look stupid? Maybe I'll put just a clear one here, like this. And then just like this so you can see it. Because this is, I love this one. This is, especially because I think this was Tay's birthday. If I'm right, can you see it? Oh my god, I'm so sorry about the lighting. I really am. I wish there was a way I can like change it, but I can't. Should have gotten to a better angle. But that was his birthday one. So I'm very happy about that. So I think I like that. So you open it up. I'll tape it because it's gonna bother me. That's crooked. So let's go back to concert. Oop, to concerts. My goal is hopefully by the end of the year I'll do a full binder flip through, and this will not be so easy. So with the concerts, usually I haven't been collecting concert TV, but usually I do one member, at least a single individual unit, and then the units for the OD7 binder. And I did that all the way starting from Mott's tour, because that's when I started collecting PCs. But then for Permission to Dance, I said, oh, I'm gonna try to do OT8. Well, as you can see, I have a waist, but I have decided to not do that either. I know, right? I decided to just do the way that I said I was gonna do. So what I think I'm gonna do is I do have the units, and I do have the special cards. So I did do some trading. Let me get them out. I did do some trading. So I do have OT7 for the special cards. I do some trading because I didn't pull. Funny thing is I did not pull, where you at? I did not pull Sugar. I actually did not pull Sugar, Jin, or which is funny, right? I did not pull it at all. But I pulled names. So Magna line I pulled multiple times actually. And then this was the group that you got with if you bought the set. So that'll go right here. And I think that's nice, right? Can you see it? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to keep lifting it up, I'm sorry. And then for the units, I do have all 4. So I'm thinking, should I just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4? I think that'll look better. I really wish you, so let's do that. So let's do 1. They should have been ordered, but you know, I don't trust myself. Is this gonna bother me? Maybe not. I'm going to do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's little things like this that I've decided that, you know, this is, I'm happy with this. Let's see. Well, that's not bad. Can you see? That's not as bad on the back. I thought it was gonna be weird. But so there you have it. So that's what I decided. I think I might just keep a individual set. So I might just do one PC of each member, so I can have the special set, one of each member, and then units, so then I can go and just keep it cohesive like I've been doing for like the Mott's one and the Mott's tour. Because Mott's tour, I did the same thing. If you can see for Mott's one and Mott's tour, I did an individual with 1 unit, and then I did all units. And I did the same thing for Mott's 1, which was the same thing, an individual member and then unit. So I think I'm gonna do that instead of putting myself with that. And I think that's it, because musters are here. So these are okay. I really do hope they never do these again. I hope, well, I'm glad they did not do that with the permission to dance ones, because I hope they just never do these, because trading for these, I didn't trade. Trading for these would have been a hassle. But I think I'm gonna keep it like this. At first I was thinking about like getting rid of these, but I have one of each member. So once again, I represent each member. And then Suru, is it Su? You know how to pronounce this. I'm okay with OT7 because I really like these sets. So we're done with this binder. If I'm right, I believe we're done with this binder. So now, like, these binders are so heavy. So let's move on to the next OT7 binder. This one is a smaller binder. This is just where I house my, I want to say miscellaneous, so seasonal packages and all that stuff. So we are going to finally put away these 2020 postcards. So, and then not put these away. These are all these. I did plan ahead, and these are all individually. I did already wrap them. They are already in the cases. So let's see how this goes. This is always so. I don't know if orientation is gonna work here. So if we do Kim, June, Cancer, June, so it's not gonna matter. I really wish if he was like this way, if he was horizontal, this would have worked out so better. Okay, so it's not. So we are going to put, we'll do it this way for right now. So stuff like this, like I've decided, like if it comes in an OT7 set and I like it, I will do it. So then that means he will go in the back. So magnet line will be together. So that means actually I can take him out of this, save a sleeve. And then when I flip it over like this, flip it like this. Am I right? I don't know. You know, it's just, over time I just realized that, you know, it doesn't matter what you collect or how much you collect. Like I was saying for butter, I realized that I didn't need to collect every single thing. So, like, I bought all them albums because I support them. Oh, and then, of course, like, why couldn't you be? I love when they, like, who decides this? That was in here. Did I put them this way or this way? This way? Or did I put them this way? Does that look stupid that way? I want curly hair Tay back. Did you see? Did I talk about this tattoo? How this tattoo has like metamorphosed in the Permission to Dance concert online? Did I? Anyway, how this anyway. So do I want it like this? Or do it looks good like this? I feel like this will be okay. I don't know. I'm not gonna like it like this, but okay. So that's good. So, you know, certain things, like at first I thought I'm not gonna do this again. I shouldn't have like never cut up the accordion, but it's okay. And then here are the Blu-rays, and then memories. So if it goes to and this is Mott's 1 tickets that I have not got my Mott's 1 Blu-ray or DVD yet. I joined a Go, and they ordered from the US shop, so you know how that's gonna be. It's gonna take a minute. So, but this is where Mott's will go. This is where the postcards will go. And I think that's it for this, right? Because so this is in the soup. All right, so I do have my in the soup 1 and 2. Even though I don't think I like both of the sets for in the soup PCs, but I got them. I think that's it. oh no, let's get ready for season's greetings. So we have, let's see, season's greetings would go behind this one. And did you see those? I think we're getting PCs. I think 7, I think we're getting all 7, right? If I'm right. I believe we're getting all 7. And then we're getting 7 postcards and then 7 PCs. But is it a 9? We're gonna do a 9 pocket. I'm not sure if it's gonna, I'm sure it's gonna be a 9 pocket, right? And then postcards, I don't know how big postcards is. But we'll put 2 just to see, because I'm not sure. I'll do the big 2 pockets only because I don't know how big the PC is gonna be. I don't know if they're gonna be like 4x6 where they could fit in 3 pockets. What is this, or not? So let me write something down here because I'm trying to be trying to stay on top of everything here because I want to make sure that I am more productive with my money and my collecting so I can still be happy. And that's what it all is about. If collecting, I had a moment where I wanted to stop collecting, I'm not gonna lie. I really just was like, you know what, screw this. I just can't do this anymore. But I do enjoy, get in there. I do enjoy collecting. So if you get to a point where you collecting stresses you out, and this is regardless of whether it's BTS or any group that you collect. This is not specific to BTS. Take a step back and reevaluate reevaluate your collection. Evaluate why you're collecting, why you don't want to collect. Maybe if it means you need to take a break, or if you need to downsize, or if you need to, whatever you want to do, do it. So I think that's it. I am so excited to see. I wonder if we're going to winter package this time. We probably won't. I don't know. I think that is it. Yeah, because this binder was okay. So I did take out some things like the season, for the season greetings 2021. I just kept this stuff. And then this, I had the big old disc things in there, but it was like laying it down and it was like, I didn't need that. And then also I did the same thing for 2020 season greetings. I took out all the individual postcards and I just kept the units. So, and everything went back in the box. Like, I do like collecting. I do like this stuff. I don't like the big, I'm not really into big inclusions, but stuff like this is simple because stuff that, if a DVD comes with all 7 members, I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna whatever, unless I really don't like it, but I did like it. So these were the only ones that stayed the same because it was this was summer package, and this means a lot to me. It's the only summer package that I actually own. So, but I think this binder is done. I don't think anything else goes in these binders. Probably not. So now we're gonna move on to my V-Men binders. Oh my god, these binders are heavy. So this is my 4-inch binder. I said I did not ever want to go to a 4-inch binder, and yet I'm at a 4-inch binder. And this fell out. So as you can see, I've been trying to, find a way to just make other things where I took it out my binder. I don't think I want to sell this thing, but in the House of Cards, my favorite. And I just put these here because I really didn't have anywhere to put them. So I don't think I have actually much in this binder. I think I only have 1 PC actually in this binder that goes in this binder. Or no, I'm lying. So we are finishing butter. We are finishing butter up. Butter is finished. So things like this I want to work on. That's no longer coming anymore because that fell through, so I'll have to change this. But it's things like this that I want to finish. I wanted to finish their Korean album PCs before the next comeback, and then Butter happened, and I was like, oh man, I'm not gonna finish it. But luckily Butter was too. So the whole thing is, and they did a little hint in the soup that we're gonna get a comeback soon. So I really want to start prioritizing things so I can finish stuff. So I really want to start focusing on finishing the little pieces that's left. I think I'm not missing that much. I'm just missing 1, 2, like I'm just missing, as you can see, this is complete. I'm literally missing like 3 or 4 of these pieces. So I want to really finish this up. So let's see. And then I changed the sleeves also. I changed them into the 9 pocket Andy Jacks. I went stupid per se, and I bought a lot of sleeves. So now I have like my 2 binders that I use for my sleeves are freaking overflowing. Like both of them are sitting next to me and they're overflowing. And then Andy Jack came back in stock. So what do you do when Andy Jack come back in stock? You buy more, because you never know when he's gonna disappear again. And you buy more even though you have no room for them. And you probably are not even gonna need all the ones that you purchased, but you do it anyway because you never know. That's just my TED Talk. So these, I took them out. I think these are the only ones that I did not take out. So if it doesn't take long, I'll do that right now. So let's see. I didn't want this video to be long, so I don't know how far in we are, but if you're still here, thanks for listening to me not being on, you know, organized like, you know, I said I was. Actually, I never said I was going to be organized, so I lied. Alright, so we're going to change these out, because I think butter is in the right ones, right? So we're going to change these 3 out. And then we'll add Jimin. So, is this right? So I just wanted to change these out real quick. This shouldn't take long. But how's everyone's day? This is where you just start randomly talking about little things. But I really do hope we don't get any more. I do hope that this time I just do for the next album, I do hope we get like just regular versions. Like I'm okay with just having 4 versions. I'm going to stick with that, and I'm going to stick with, you know, just collecting Veman for that. Also, I think I'm gonna do just buying the albums myself, because I do miss the excitement of seeing who you pull. Lately, to be honest with you, it's been a while since I like didn't join a go. Like usually everything I join a go for, and majority of the time it's because I never have my luck with pulling V or Jimin is like equivalent to a rock. It's not there. And then unfortunately the way the community has been going in terms of trades, at least for me, I can't speak for everyone else, but at least for me and some people that I know, trading has been literally crap. It's like, why is this like that? It's like if you're not trading for certain things, certain members, you know, sometimes it doesn't happen. And, you know, I remember, I had said it on my Instagram, I had made an Instagram post, because someone had told me a while back that I was part of the problem because I collect Magnet line. And it was like, oh, okay. And you know, I'm an adult, so I don't have to let people on social media get to me. They look a lot better now. But this being in these and not being in the BCW, I really don't like BCW as much, but whatever. But it was to the point where it was like, yes, I collect Veman. So sometimes if I do trades, I'm trading for Veman. You know, I'm trading for who I collect. I'm not trading to hold a card for a later date. So sometimes it had got to the point where I wanted to just, you know, I stopped like buying it myself and I just joined goes in hopes of just, you know, with PC sorting, hopefully I just get Tay or Jimin or depending on whoever I was going on. it worked for a while because luckily I was lucky enough to get, you know, when I joined them to get via Gemini. Not all the time, but a good portion of the time I did. So it became to that point where it was like, I missed unboxing. I miss opening something and pulling it and see who I did. I did that for the MOTS 1 the concept photo books. I bought 2 sets, so I had 4 total, and it was really fun to just pull a PC and see who you got. Sometimes it's more stressful to do that because, like I said, sometimes you can't find someone who wants to trade if you don't have, unfortunately, if you don't have Tay or JK. Sometimes it's literally just if you don't have Tay or JK, you know. But sometimes, you know, I just want to say there are still good people in the community. I mean, I know a lot of people overthrow it and they want to, you know, so much stuff, but there are people who still would trade. You know, I wish it would be a little bit more, but, you know, unfortunately, the way the community is right now, I don't think it's going to change as much as people would like it to change. But I would hope it would. But I do miss the joy of just opening up the album and saying, oh my God, look who I pulled. That type of thing. Well, enough with my rambling. I am finished with butter. Finally, I got Jimin's Power Station, so now the Shrine of Lucky Draws and pre-orders are done. And I think I'm gonna put these back here. So these were the 3D photos I got via Jimin's. I don't know if do they fit the 2 pocket? Oh no, hold on, because my binder with all my sleeves has just overflowed. So let me see if it fits into the 2. Does it fit into the 2 binder? It does. Okay. All right, it's overflowing on that, so it does fit into this. So is it gonna stick out? Is Tay gonna stick out a little bit? I hope not. Oh, he sticks out a little bit, but it might work. He sticks out a tiny bit, but not that much. If you can see, he sticks out just a little bit on the top, but I think it'll be okay, right? If I close it, will it could it bend him? I hope not, because I don't really want to put this on a 1 page. So, oh my God, these are beautiful. Can you see it? Let me zoom out a little bit. Can you see it? Look how beautiful he looks. So I am finished with butter. Butter's done. So I just had a few more albums to work on, and then I will do this. And the same thing, I removed some things from this binder as well. So like the Japan things, I decided to only keep Tays, and I think I do have a selling binder that I just have not had the energy to go through it and actually start posting stuff to sell. But I think I'm just gonna keep Tays for this. So his other Japan PCs and Jimin's PCs, I think I'm gonna sell. Give them to better homes. I don't know. As of right now, I took it out the binder, so this is the whole thing. I'm taking it out the binder and seeing if I mess it. And to be honest with you, I'm okay with it. So I don't have that much. I took some Japan stuff out, a lot of stuff out, so I just keep this. I don't think anything else goes in here. I can't remember. Let me check. Oh, I got True Soap, but where was I gonna put that? Was I gonna be down here with miscellaneous maybe? I don't know where True Soap goes. I'm feeling True Soap would have to go somewhere back in those packages. True Soap is not a package. So I feel like it would have to go with miscellaneous. But I'm wondering if I should put it right here. Or if I should put it... Did I have a spot for it? Because I had a spot for Chuso for the OT8. Did I not have a spot for this? Like, I don't know if I'm going to keep these. I want to put it that far back. I don't know if it's in the DVD binder or not. But where would Chuso fall? Part of me wants to put it right behind here, but then I feel like that'll throw off everything with these. Because I don't know if I, like these, I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep those. I might just keep these. Maybe I should put these further in the back. Because I know Chuso would not, I don't think I would have put Chuso in the other one because it's not technically, the only binder left is the concert DVD and mustard binder. So I don't think that would go in there because that's none of them. So it has to be miscellaneous. So it has to be back here. But the whole thing is, do I put it behind the D icon? Because technically, chronologically it goes. But technically, chronologically, it'll go behind this. I'm just gonna put them away for right now because I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure where I put it. I know, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, you know what? No, I did. I think I would, I don't know. So I guess we'll put them here. So I do have Chuseok. Oh, where is it? Chuseok is here. So I have Chuseok. Can I just say that this has been such a hard thing to do because one, the numbers is confusing as hell. I don't know who thought getting rid of the 1 through 8 was something that needed to be done, but I'm telling you it didn't, because now I don't know. I think this is how it goes. So this is 48. I think this is it. So I just want to say that we need to form a search party because 47 literally does not exist. I am convinced that 47 does not exist. And that hurts so bad. But I'm really, really convinced that 47 doesn't exist. Let me get a marker to put down for Tay. And if you see my little ass sad face, it's because I don't think I'll ever actually get this PC. To be honest with you, I don't think I will ever actually get this PC. Because this PC does not exist. 47 does not exist. I'm just saying. It does not exist. So, let's see. 40, 40, I think. So, I technically go out of order. So I know it's technically supposed to be Jimin first because of the numbers, but if you've been following me, then you know that I put literally Veeman. So I always put Tay before Jimin because I do Veeman instead of Jimin before Tay. Age-wise, yes, I know, but they're only literally like 2 months apart. In our time, they're 2 months apart, so why do I feel like I'm missing one? Oh, I don't think wait, so hold on. Did I do something wrong? Because these numbers is what's going to throw me off. hold on, these numbers are gonna throw me off. So we have 40, 39, 30, 37. This is 36, 36, 35, and 33. 34 I do have on the way, so I'm just gonna put it there so I won't give myself a heart attack like I almost did because I thought I did not have it. So was that, I said number 34. So let me do this. And this is just so I won't the next time. I think if I'm right, I'm pretty sure I have 34 coming. So let me put this so I just won't give myself an aneurysm thinking that I don't have it. So Gemini is complete. Tay 47, I may not never get. If someone out there in the world has Tay 47, please let me know. Please let me know. Hit me up on Instagram, put me in the messages. I don't care however you get to me. I do have some PCs that I would like to trade for him. I will trade multiple PCs for it. I just want to be finished with this set. This set, I really wish I could have collected OT7, but the distribution, I have so many dupes. If you watched my video, I had too many dupes, so it was not going to happen. So, that's it. So, I think this is done. So, going on with my little TED talk of my downsizing, like things like this. So, like broadcast, these are the ones I would like to collect. DNA moving forward, I don't know. I haven't really been actively looking for them. I think everything else is fine though. All right, so I don't know how long I've been rambling. I don't know how long this has been going on. But we are going to go to the final binder of Veman. Stream House of Cards. You know I love the alphabet PC. So let's get to the next one and last one. Here she is. I think it might be time to change this into a different one. I do have one in mind, but I really do like this one, so I don't think I'm gonna change this one yet. My DVD concert muster binder. As you can see, she's at the brim. And she's still at the brim after I had removed things. So I did the same thing. I removed some PCs that I didn't think I wanted to collect anymore. I don't know about this one. I don't think I want these. I think I would like to try to complete Jimmy's place. I'm only missing 2 of them, so maybe if I look, I might be able to do that. I really want to finish Tay's wings. Just the set. This is just a black set, so I'm only missing 2 PCs of that. I have completed Jimmy's. So let's go to where we're at. This one was like one of those things where I had to bite the bullet. This is the wings. I decided not to just complete the set because some of the pieces was too much. I'm trying to get, well, it's not as hollow. I just got too lazy instead of essay book. So I'm trying to find Jimmy's hollow essay book and then finish. Let's see. This set, I don't know if I'm going to complete. So I might just get rid of these, sell these. This set I did complete. I do have that coming soon in a haul. So let's just put this here so I know. Very happy about that. This set will be complete. And then this set, I don't know if this will be complete. I really want to finish this set though because I really do love him in this blonde hair. And then everything else is okay. So we are at Permission to Dance. And these are, why do I have it half? Okay, so this is Tay's. So let's get Tay's out the way. So this is one. At the time of filming this, I think I'm only missing one of his PCs. at the time of filming this. If I'm right, I should only have been missing one. Which I think I'm missing 6, 8. I think I have this one coming, if I'm right. So I'm just gonna put fillers here for right now. And I believe I secured this one. It's so funny because I'll show you in a minute. When I first saw them, this is how I knew I did not want to collect it. I didn't fully love them. I didn't fully love them, but I did love them, just enough. And then I saw the props and I said, oh, they're taking it back. They're going back to props again. And then I fell in love with them. And then I thought I was going to complete all of them, but I did not. So if I'm right, and I'm not sure if I'm right, I believe my battery is gonna die soon, so I'm going to speed this up. If I'm right, I think, if I'm right, I believe I'm missing 4 of each. And of course, the one that I'm missing is the one with the props. I'm missing his guitar one, which the world doesn't hates me because I'm missing him with the guitar. And I'm missing the 4 other ones. So one day, maybe I'll finish those. I have a bunch of those too. If you have those 2 PCs, if you have Jimin or Tae's 4 of 8 for Permission to Dance, please hit me up on my Instagram. I have some trades. Going for those. Okay. So I think that's it actually. No. The last thing I have is I have the I pulled the Blu-ray, the Wings Blu-ray PCs from my out of my lucky box. But I'm not gonna collect, I'm not putting OT7 in here. So I'm more than likely I am going to sell the other ones. But I did want Jimin's because this will finish Jimin. So now Jimin and Tae are done for that. I think that was it. Oh, I have these I want to put away. I just don't know where to put them at. And then my last one. So for this one, I think what I want to do, so this is just my DVD page. It's not a big DVD, but I have, this is in the back of this binder is the DVDs that never happened. So these are all the taped DVD PCs that I probably will never get. So I've cut my losses and I'm just gonna focus on this. So I do have his memories of 2020 coming. I joined a Go and I got a Hobie. So I still have Hobies. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I can try to trade them for Gemins or just try to sell them and give them to a better home. So I'm thinking my initial realistic goal was, you know, I have 17. If I can get his memories 2018, then I'll be okay because I'll have 17, 18, 19, 20, and then whenever 2021 comes. And then this is just the miscellaneous DVD PCs that I have. So that's it. And then this is mustard. I think I'm okay with mustard. So these I want to put away. I just don't know where they would actually go. This is miscellaneous because I want to look at these. So these are a fan art that I am in love with. It's by Sherry. I will link her down below, but I want to put these away. I just don't know where they should go. Should they even go in this binder? Or should they go in the other one? I don't know. I think I'm just going to put them in a 6 pocket so I know that they're here. Because my phone is going to, my battery is going to die soon. And if it shuts off, I'm sorry. So I think I'm just gonna put it right here for right now. It won't stay here, but I need to put it in a binder. So let's see what we have. What we have. Oh, come on. So I think we'll do this first. We'll just do that. And we'll do, and then, oh, do they not fit in this? Oh my fuck word, they do not even fit in this. Do they fit sideways maybe? Okay, they do fit sideways, okay. That's fine. Someone wants to do, if you hear construction, I'm sorry. It's nighttime, but you know, I don't think it matters. I thought these didn't fit, but they do. And then we'll do this. I love these, so we're gonna keep them right here until I figure out where they should go in my binder. But that's it. Oh my god, thank god I finished this in time. So that is all. Thank you for listening to my rambling like always. My next video should be another haul of PCs. I can't wait. You'll see a lot more Yoon on here, a lot more TXT stuff, so I'm very happy about that. And we'll see how far I continue to go with this BTS collecting as well. Thank you for stopping by. If you lasted this long, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on my next video. Bye.
되게 뭔지 알죠?